We surfing markets, baby, waves crashing hard. No crystal ball, just toss, we dodging the shards. Ocean's the game, we traders riding the swell. Waiting for the trading, now you have the intel.
Let's go! Markets in ocean, we waiting through the chop. Candlesticks dancing, we watching where it stops. Bull waves rising, bears pulling it back. For Banacha levels, yeah, waiting to react. Fake gurus say they know what will happen only after the fact. If it was true, we'd all stack racks. Probabilities king, we playing the odds. They barnacle slowing down, new traders just start the pods. Stop loss tight, risk management is key. Successful traders learn the hard way, now have the highest degree.
You can't control the wave.
Ooh, let the waves roll, let the market flow. Wait for the trade, don't FOMO, ride the wave. Feel the ocean's momentum, we wait. Wild traders jumping quick, let them move, let it come to you, the setup's true. Patience is power, now the trade breaks through. Ride the wave, watch the trend, now we add into our dividends.
You can't control the wave.
Crypto's a tsunami, it's wild, it's raw. Trading can be like a puzzle, 10,000 piece jigsaw. FOMO's a siren, trying to make us go deaf. But we stay patient, taking a deep breath.
Charts our compass, price action our guide. Crossing the signals, we prepping to ride. No wave, no trade, we chilling on shore. Read each portfolios like stepping on a claymore. Bulls get cocky, bears cry in the rain. Emotional roller coaster, but we gripping the chain. Wait for the trade to ride the wave, no stress. We learning every day, that's how we finesse.
You can't control the wave.
Ooh, let the waves roll, let the market flow. Wait for the trade, don't FOMO, ride the wave. Feel the ocean's momentum, we wait. Wild traders jumping quick, let them move, let it come to you, the setup's true. Patience is power, now the trade breaks through. Ride the wave, watch the trend, now we add into our dividends.
You can't control the wave.
Ocean don't care about your bags or your dreams. Waves keep crashing, gotta ride with our team.
Be patient, let the market decide. Wait for the trade, let it go.
If traders knew what will happen, we'd all be rich. But we serve probabilities, they be giving a sales pitch.
If traders knew what will happen, we'd all be rich. But we serve probabilities, they be giving a sales pitch.
Probabilities king, we playing the odds. Fake gurus be barnacles, just start the pods. Slowing down, new traders watching their portfolio concave. We only have probabilities, you can't control the waves.
Okay, guys, you cannot control the waves. All right, let me check my mic, make sure it's up, volume is good. And volume is low. Okay, so I'm going to turn it up. There we go. Volume is up. All right, so today not feeling so hot, guys. Not feeling so hot. And I was almost not going to go live. I said, let me try to muscle through it. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. All right, so no camera today. Again, not feeling so hot. Not sure what's wrong, but we'll see if we can muscle through it. So no camera today, but we do have this as a second option. Here we go. This is me on the second option. All right, here we go. Let's get going and started. So we're looking at Bitcoins on the daily time frame. We do have ICP up. We have SPX up. White is down. White likes to kind of just flip and flop. You know, it goes up quite a bit and then it comes down quite a bit just because it went up. Let's go, and it's for the daily, it's not looking great. Let's look at the hour time frame. Ooh, dog, man, everything just coming down. Does this mean Bitcoin's coming down? We're gonna check that in just a second. Oh man, I should have brought my trash can. I already had an episode earlier, but see if we can muscle through this. Let's go to the Fear and Greed Index. Let's refresh this one more time. Go to crypto. Right now we're at 62, and that's I'm surprised it's so high. I would think that it'd be a little bit lower, but it is what it is. Let's go to the heat map. On the heat map, let's go and refresh this, and we're going to look at the daily 24 hours. We do have a pretty nice area right here at 106,705. Liquidations of 51.49 million. We have another hotspot down here at 104,556 at 54 million as well. Let's go to the 12-hour time frame. So what does this show us? So that's one thing that I always want, everybody to ask. The stuff that we're showing you, like, what does it mean? Why is this important? Well, this just shows where the market makers might take the price action. And we are literally at the mercy of price action. We do have quite a bit of area up top. 16 million, we have 28 million, we have 37 million, 10 million. Towards the bottom, same thing, 10 million, we have 19 million. We have all these millions sitting down here, 31 million. But the question is, where are we going to go? Are we going to go up or are we going to go down? That's what we need to know. And well, we can't come up here unless we break this level. We can't come down here until we continue to break a level on the bottom. So it's impossible to come up here without breaking levels, impossible to come down here without breaking levels. And that's why we trade level by level. Right now, we're looking at the liquidation heat map. Who's getting liquidated for the 1 hour? We have longs getting liquidated. So that means price coming down. On the 4 hour, this is for Bitcoin. On the 4 hour, kind of neck and neck. The 12 hour, we have shorts that got liquidated. So that means that the price went up. 24 hour time frame, kind of neck and neck. So kind of just flipping and flopping. That's pretty much what it shows me here. Let's go to, well, let's just show this really quick. This is Road Dog Crypto, my buddy. Oh, and he's live right now. So let's check him out. He's really good. I like him a lot. Let's go and mute this. Oh, he just finished. He just finished his show, but he does a lot of coins. He's got a really great community, and he knows how to use trend lines. He uses the fib retracement. He shows you how to trade. He goes over a bunch of coins. Once again, great community, and just great guy all in all. Let's go ahead and pause this. Let's come over here to Porky. Porky's another great one too. This guy is really good. He normally goes live Eastern time, anywhere from like sometimes 10:30, sometimes 11, sometimes 12, sometimes a little later Eastern time. But if you do get a chance to watch him, definitely check him out. Same thing, meet Damien. I caught his show earlier today. He goes over coins. Like these guys, they show you pretty much what to look for in the market. And then of course, here's my channel. If you go to videos, you can see that we have, well, these are some member videos. If you have a membership on YouTube, the higher membership, the more you get. I also did a sneak peek. This was only for members. Just kind of showing you what we do in the VIP. Do you need the VIP to learn how to trade? Nope. Here is my VIP information. This is mainly basically if you want access to me. And of course, we do a lot of stuff in there, but I'm not going to bore you to death with that. We do have a month-to-month if you want to do that. But, some people, they'll do the lifetime membership just because they know that the value is there. And they don't want to, well, basically they want to save money. They don't want to do the month-to-month. They don't want to do the annual. They just do this one-time fee and you got it lifetime. All right, so let's go and get started. Let's go and take off the bubbles. Once again, guys, not feeling too hot. Not feeling too hot. Let's come over here to this. Now, I just finished watching a show and, oh man, like I want to say stuff, but I know it's going to come out rude. So I really don't want to say it. This is what I will say. For me personally, I don't spend 15, 20 minutes on stuff that already happened, levels that were already touched, point of controls and, fib levels and everything else like that. Because the stuff that already happened is not going to make me money. What I want to know is what's going to potentially happen. Nobody knows what will happen, but I would like to know what potentially might happen. You know, are we going to go up? Are we going to go down? And if you have a plan A, plan B, which is good, you know, up or down, or maybe even sideways, plan C, what are you leaning more towards and why? And that's what I do. I show you what I'm looking forward to and the reasons why. And it just amazes me how people can spend so much time saying what already happened and then spend 1 minute of what might happen. Oh, well, you look, watch out for this level, watch out for this level. How does that help me? It doesn't. It doesn't. Joe, you're just cranky right now. You're not feeling good. No, this is what I always feel. It's so amazing how all these people, they show you what already happened. I don't care about that. I want to know how I'm going to make money. And that's what I show you here. I show you how to make money. I'm not sure how long the stream's going to last. I'm not sure if anybody's in here or not. Granted, this is not a time that I normally go. For me, normally I go Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard, Saturday and Sunday at 4. Again, today, not feeling so hot. And I already had an appointment with Ralph today. And I might have another appointment, but we'll see. And we do bonus streams too. You know, mainly it's like 12 midnight, sometimes 2 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 7 in the evening. It just varies. Okay, so what do I see on Bitcoin? Well, let's just kind of zoom out. We're looking at the daily time frame. We do have some pretty major bullish divergence. We double click here. We can see that we have a low or a red and then a lower low, so a deeper red. We double click again. We can come over here. We have a low. Oh, no divergence. And then we have a lower low. So no divergence here. I thought it was divergence, but there's no divergence. I'm pretty sure if you go to lower time frames, you might find divergence. But for me, what I'm looking at is, you know, price go up, price come down, price go down, price go up, and price can do whatever it wants. Back over here, I was thinking, like, especially when we had this nice run up and we started rolling over and we broke this level. We broke this level right here. I thought we were going to come down, take this and take this. Now, for all the people that are out there that, you know, they love liquidity and they're always talking about liquidity, all this is where the market makers could come back down to. All this right here. When we were here and we broke this level, first thing we're looking at is for us to come down here and then possibly here and then possibly, you know, just keep on coming down until we decide to go up. However, we ended up going up and we took liquidity that was up top. And one thing with the people who talk about liquidity, they'll mention all this liquidity if the price action went down. But since the price action didn't go down, well then, well, conveniently, they talk about this liquidity and all of this. And that's the reason that the price went up. But here's the trick though. Price can go up, price can go down. It doesn't, like, we're going to have liquidity either way. And that's one thing that I always tell everybody, we're going to have liquidity all the way. Now, again, I do not have my camera on simply because, man, I'm not feeling good. Hey, there I am. I'm not feeling good 100%. I already had an appointment with Ralph and it wasn't fun. He did all the talking. He did all the talking. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So let's go ahead and take this off. All right. Let's see here. So here, price started doing this number. And then when we broke this level, we're thinking, okay, we're going to take this. We're going to take this and continue coming down until we go up. And then it went up and came down here. Okay, fine. We're taking this. We're going to come down here, but it didn't. Came up again, came down a little bit lower. And this whole time, all these people who talk about and show liquidity, they're talking about all these areas that it may come down to. But when it doesn't, and it broke this level, well, now they're talking about liquidity to the upside. You know, if there's liquidity, and this was our all-time highs. But so what we're actually doing is we're actually creating liquidity as we come up. As we come up, and then we break this level, well, now we're coming back down for this. We don't have to come down for anything. We don't have to go up for anything. What we're doing is we're basically just, you know, riding the wave. That's all we're doing. We're just riding the wave. Price came down, and as price coming down, you know, we ended up taking this, which is great. We didn't have to, but we took it. And since we're breaking levels to the downside, these are the areas of interest that we're looking for. And then it bounces off of these boxes that we drew many months ago. Bounced beautifully on the box. Did I know it was going to bounce on the box? Nope, sure didn't. But that's why we have all these levels. Let's see here. I'll hang out with you, Joe, in some. Oh, very nice, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you very much. And then here we broke this level. Once we break the level, now we're more than likely going up. We're going up until we start breaking levels to the downside. So what we don't want to do is we do not want to break the 76.3 level, because if we do, in my opinion, we may be done. That may be, and nobody, once again, nobody knows. This may be the area where we just decide to come down, and then now we're in the bear market. Here, I know nobody wants to talk about that, and some people are talking about it already, and we've been talking about it for a few months now, really. Can you believe it? We're already in June. A few more days, we're going to be the middle of June. What happened? Man, right now, I'm supposed to be picking out my Lambo, picking out my Corvette, picking out my house. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Hey, we got Celephant in the house. What's up, Celephant? Appreciate you for being here. Now, no camera today. Not feeling too hot. Let's see here. Why is this not showing up anymore? Oh. Wait, at the bottom. Let's see, 1 second. I have a thing where it says me. And why isn't there it is. There we go. There I am. But yeah, not feeling so hot. All right, let's see here. So the price is coming up and coming up and coming up. And again, what I find so funny is all these people will spend 15-20 minutes on what already happened, all the levels that they already touched, but they'll spend 1 minute, maybe half a minute on, they think it might, oh, watch out for this level, watch out for this level, and that's it. I show you what I think is going to happen. You know, that's my pet peeve, man. It's like, come on, show me what you think is going to happen. Stop telling me what already happened. Like, it doesn't help me knowing the lotto numbers that already happened. That doesn't help me. Oh, the winning lotto number for last week's drawing was this. The winning lotto for last month's drawing was this. I don't care about that stuff. What's this week's lotto numbers? That's what I want to know. Let me know if y'all are with me on that. Like, I don't care about what already happened. Now, when it comes to what, like, is it going to go up or down? So right now on the daily, we're seeing a level right here. So let's go ahead and adjust this. Let's make sure magnet tool is on. Let's go here to here. So right now for our daily resistance, we're looking at 105.858. This is our daily resistance. We're sitting right underneath it. We still have 42 minutes left on the daily candle. We do not want the price action to break this 101.5, because, well, if we break this, well, we're going lower. I mean, it just makes sense, right? You know, here are our levels. If we break down, not good, because now our next level that we have to watch for, and that's why we trade level by level, is 93.7. Then after that, you know, we come down here. Our next level that we have to watch would be this one right here, 87. We can just call it 87.5. And then the next level that we have to watch, I would like this level, because this is more of a zone, is this level right here. So this kind of zone, it broke down out of the zone, but this is the next area that we have to watch out for. And all these are just levels that we're just watching, and you know, we don't know how far it's going to go, whether it's divergence or a pattern. Like, we don't know. It could easily just change. It can easily just change. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. That way we can see what might happen. And what I'm looking at is I'm looking at the candle bodies, looking at the amount of wicks and where the placements of the wicks are. Let's see here. This to me is a really nice zone. Let's go from here. And you can see how the candles line up to here. This right here is a strong zone. It did break out of the box, but you know, just to come down, pretty much liquidate people, and then shoot straight back up. Now, when we entered longs for the group, we actually entered longs once we started coming up, and it was higher risk because we didn't establish a level to break, but we were pretty confident that this might, because we don't know, this might have been a bounce area. So we entered long. The longs did well, and then once we started getting here, which was yesterday, I believe, we started opening shorts. we started opening shorts, and they started playing out really nice. The longs ended up getting stopped out, some of them in profit, some of them at a reduced loss, because what we're doing is we're actually we're reducing our risk by moving our stop loss whenever we see something like this. And I was thinking that we were going to start coming down just because we went up so much. Have we come down yet? Not really. However, with this little itty bitty move, the market started panicking. This little bitty move right here, the market started panicking, and they, you know, our stops got hit. And once again, some in profit, some in slight loss. Then out of nowhere, I'm thinking rollover city, especially when we did this. I actually entered a short, I think here, or maybe even up here. I believe it was up here. I entered a short and 50x leverage, very little money. And then what happens? Bloop, it gets stopped out. But that's why we have a stop loss. And then I ended up going long once we broke this level. And I believe I took it up to about here, and then I closed out my trade. So it was a nice trade. And then what's happening is coming down. So can we short? Well, we go to a 15-minute time frame, which is very high risk. The higher the time frame, the better it is. Lower the time frame, the higher probability of getting false signals. So here, in order to do a high risk, in my opinion, short would be the break of this. If you want to reduce your risk, well, we go to the 1 hour and we're looking for a pivot. We really don't see a pivot here. We see a pivot here. So in order for me to short, I mean, this is really not a pivot. It would be the break of this. But you might think, oh, that's too far away. Okay, well then go to the lower time frame. The lower time frame, your level would have been here, and then starts coming down. See, if we come down to 96 or 97, I'm going to go shopping. There you go. Same here, man. Same here. Right now, we do have bullish divergence on the 15-minute time frame, which means we have a low, we have a higher low, potentially, because this hasn't, created a pivot yet. It can continue coming down. If it continues coming down and goes lower than this, well, then the pivot is not there. So this is a potential bullish divergence. Potential. Pretty high potential, just because, we're way up here. If we were down here, and then the chance of us breaking this is much higher, and that way there's no divergence. But since we're way up here, there's a pretty good chance that this divergence might play out. Now, for me personally, I don't really look too much at divergence, because I can see, and I'll show it to you, I can see that, price goes up, price goes down. Like, it's fundamentals. Price goes up, price is going to come down at some point. And when it comes down, what's coming down, I would like to see it bounce off of the 382 minimum. 0.5 is great. Golden pocket is still good. If the price action breaks below the 618, I get worried, because now I'm thinking it might attack the 786, and it might do something like this, where it comes down, comes up, tries to fight above and get into the golden pocket, and then continues down to the 786, taking away 100% of the move. This is why I get nervous when it goes below the 618. Does it mean that it will bounce because we have divergence or possible divergence? No. There's a chance that it might bounce, but I can already see that from my fib levels. And what we want to see is price go up, price pull back, 38%, possibly 50. The max I want to see is 61%, and then potentially bounce. But here we can see that we do have divergence. Hey, we got Tech Man in the house. What's up, Tech Man? Appreciate you, man, for being here. No camera today. Not feeling so hot. But, and we can see right here, and a lot of people, what they'll do is they will actually try to enter. And right now, and this is what I talk about all the time, risk management. Like, could you have had a lower entry right here when the price was here? Sure. Could you have had another lower entry here and another lower entry here? Definitely. Maybe it only comes down for this one and not hit the other two and take off to the moon. But what I want to do is I don't care about catching the bottom. Not right now. because the market is so, man, it's so difficult right now. But Joe, I'm making all this money. Well, good for you, man. Good for you. Here's some more salt to throw in all our ice. Now, granted, are we making money? Yes, of course. But I'm not one to say, but join our group. We're making all these killer gains. No, like we win, we lose. Like all of our longs, when we did, have this dump right here, we entered longs. I think we started entering longs here, and they played out really nice. And then right around here, I believe we started entering shorts. And when did we start getting stopped out? I think maybe this or maybe this. I don't even remember. But it was last night, I want to say roughly around 10, 11, the market started pulling back. And we weren't even getting dumps on Bitcoin. But because we knew that we might potentially get a pullback on Bitcoin because it's higher likelihood because it just keeps on going up, we started entering shorts and we started protecting our profits. And not only that, but we also were reducing our risk. That was the biggest thing, reducing our risk. And then in order to go short, break at this level, let's go short. What happens? It comes down. All right, let's go short. And then bloop, come right back in, broke this level. Uh-oh, watch out. Come up here. Oh, we got stopped out. Now we're looking at this, but I do think we're going to bounce here. Not because of the divergence, just because it's a nice area for it to bounce. So what do I think is going to happen right now? So let's get down to that, because that's whenever I'm watching anybody, that's what I want to know. What are we going to do, or what can we potentially do? Let's go to a 1 hour. I like looking at the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so I'm looking at this. Came down, up, down, up. We had this really nice trend line. Magnet tool. Come over here to here. So I like using this because there's no bias. I'm going from wick to wick, and I'm not trying to adjust it or anything like that. And let's just see where it lands. Let's see, came down here, tried to find support and broke it. Tried to find support and then it broke it. Try to find, look at this, man. This is so great. Like this, I'm amazed with this. And find support, and kind of broke it and came up. And then bloop, this is when I was actually trading. I actually caught this for a long. Caught it for a long, and I think I got stopped out like maybe here because I'm on the 5 minute time frame or 3 minute time frame, and it started coming down. I was like, oh, let me move it up really tight. I'm doing a 50x leverage. I like poking Bitcoin with the stick, and so it bounced here nicely. So if we do pull back here, I don't think we're going to come to the 786, but if we do break below the 618, another area that we might bounce off of is right here, about 105.1, 105.2. That's what I'm thinking might happen on the 1 hour time frame. Let's do some more possible trend lines. I don't like this trend line because this one cuts right through it, or it's super tight. Plus, I mean, this is a wick, boring. So it's super, super tight. So we'll get rid of that one. Let's see, what else do we see here? Let's see here. I love how you make the numbers visible and nobody else does that. I'm telling you, man, like I listen to people, and this was long time ago. And thank you, Kelvin, for that compliment and that observation. I listen to people long time ago when I had my other, hey, we got Caesar in the house. Caesar is on X. Appreciate you, man. One thing that there was a visually impaired person. He messaged me. He's like, hey, Joe, can you say the numbers? Because, I have the magnifier for the TV, but it's really hard for me to see it still. I said, yeah, man. I said, not only will I say the numbers out loud, but I'll also increase the font size. And I've done that now since, man, 5 years now. And every once in a while, I'll have a layout that'll have the numbers tiny. And the first thing I do when I notice is like, oh, let me make them larger. So appreciate you. Thank you for pointing that out. See, Cullivan says there's vector candles recovery down about 10.5. Vector candles. Are you talking about this one? To 105.2. Yeah. So with these vector candles, I actually have the vectors on the. Oh, you can't see it. I actually have the vectors on the volume so that I can see my candles easy. But Yeah, so there's going to be vector candles everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but a lot of these different places where the market makers are pushing up the price or pulling down the price. We do have on the 1 hour, we have, and here it's different for different people, you know, different mentors. They may consider this as one entity. I consider it two. We have a hump, we have another hump, but these two humps are within one hump. So I'm looking for this and I'm looking for this. But there are times where I might, just because it fits the narrative, look at this and this. And this is why everything's subjective. So let's double click on this again. Let's look at these humps. So this one, so using this hump to this hump, there's no divergence. But if we use this hump, the higher hump of the two, to this hump, well then was there divergence? Yes. So here to here, divergence. I think that's what I'm looking at. No, here. So there's no divergence here. Never mind, because there was that little red dot. A big green vector at what time frame? Oh, I don't even know if the time frame matters. I'm assuming you're talking about this one. So let me hide this. I'm assuming you're talking about this vector candle with the wick on the 1 hour. Oh, big green vector candle. I don't see a big green vector candle. Not on the 1 hour. Now, granted, I'm using Binance, so it may be different on your exchange. But let's go over here on the 1 hour. I'm looking at the 1 hour to identify stuff. So I believe this level was a daily. So what I'm looking at for us to break above this zone. See if we can snap it in place. So I'm looking for the break of this zone now. So this zone right here is my resistance. And we came up to it. We almost tapped the very top. And it looks like it's going to come down. However, you know, it could come down. So now let's actually talk about what might happen. It might come down here, tap this trend line, come back up, come back down. Everybody sees a shoulder, head, and a shoulder to the downside. And everybody sees all this liquidity. And then it comes up just to liquidate people and bingo bango. Now, once again, all these traders and mentors, oh, look at all this liquidity that it's going to probably come down for. And look at all this, man. However, I'm not looking at this until we break this level. Once we break this level, now I can start looking at this. And this is very, in my opinion, an area of interest. So that's what I'm looking at there. But what do I think is going to happen? Go back to that. So this is one method. Now, another method that I'm looking at, make sure Maxwell is on, is, well, just what we just kind of looked at was a downside. If we break this level, there's a pretty good chance we'll be coming down. So if we break this level, pretty good chance we'll come down for this. And then all of this. Pretty good chance. Doesn't mean that we'll have to take all of it. But there's a pretty good chance that we'll take maybe up to at least here 102.6. But would I go long right now? No, I would not go long until after this alert goes off. Let's go ahead and set the alert, and let's go ahead and just put long question mark. And I always do a question mark. That way it's not a statement. It's more of a kind of, you know, am I going to go long? Am I going to go short? And then same thing here. I would set an alert down here because this is the level that it needs to break. So I'll set an alert right here, actually. And then same thing. No, I should have just done this. No, it doesn't matter anymore. Too late. Let's go to this and let's go short question mark. And so what I'm showing you here, basically you can apply this to anything, any chart that you're looking at. You can go and just kind of see the different levels and set your alerts. And if it goes up, well, then more than likely, we're going to continue this, very small uptrend that will lead to a larger uptrend. If you break down, well, then more than likely we'll come for this. And then now let's see what ends up happening. Where are the pivots? That's what I'm looking at. So this is what I would do. Oh, let me actually set these alerts. So alert set and alert set. So right now, I don't know what's going to happen. If the buyers continue to come in, then we come up. If the exhaustion happens and people are tired already and they're looking to sell, well, this alert goes off and then we go down. And this is why literally I trade level by level. And this is how you can apply this to, grass, virtuals, bread, Ethereum, not only Bitcoin, but having this same mentality of everything I'm showing you, trend lines, zones, areas where the price may come down to, and then of course having your alerts and then waiting. Could we go long right now? Sure. Could we go short right now? Sure. I would think that we would go short. That's what I would think. Let's see, this thought process and alerts is great. Thank you. What were your alerts you set? The alert, they're right here. For a long, it's at this price. And that's because we broke out of this level. And notice I don't put it on the level. I put it above the level. That way it gives it time for the alert to go off, for me to check it and see what kind of price action happened. And if I wanted to, I could put this a little bit higher. I don't want to put it lower. I could put it a little bit higher so that I can see hopefully more price action. And then same thing for the low. It's on this box that we kind of showed right here on the 4-hour time frame. Kind of did this box. And this box is a really nice zone. And then it re-entered the zone. It tried to balance on it and then it broke through the zone, went to the bottom of the zone, came back up. So if it comes back down and we get that alert set, well, then more than likely we'll come back into the zone until we break this level. If we break this level. But this level is what we do not want to break. Once we start breaking that, man, we just have each level after that. And that's when it gets a little spicy, because now, we can go all the way down and are we going to find an area to bounce? Because that's what we want to do. If we come down, we want to find an area to bounce. And then now, make our higher highs, higher lows. We don't want to range at the bottom, because then that's the bottom. That's what we call the bear market. We don't know when the bear market's going to happen. We just know that right now, this is the bigger picture. We're in the 4-hour. We can go to the daily just to make it a little bit easier. What we need to do right now is we need to make a higher high. Could that happen this week, next month? Sure. But this is what we need to do. We need to make it up. Let's see here. What was your lower alert? The lower alert, I have this in my alert. So when you have these lines, these rays, and the color of the ray is the actual level. So for the long, it's this one. For the short, it's this one. And then so these levels right here, they correspond to the colors here. But this one for the short is this color. So 104.817. But if we're looking at this, the bigger picture, what we want to do, and then you can see the actual little alarm clock right here. Sometimes it gets hard to see because it's actually on the price action. Let's see. Haven says crypto has a fever. Man, I think I have a fever, dude. I don't even know. I already talked to Ralph earlier. I wasn't even gonna stream. Feeling pretty down. But here I am. Okay, bye. There we go. Cribbers has a fever. I think the only prescription that will work is more cowbell. There we go, man. We need that cowbell. We need that cowbell. Yeah, I saw that Road Dog was streaming right when I started. I was like, oh, there's Road Dog. And we tried to check him out, but he had just finished. Like, ah, dang it. But let's see here. Start your time frame, hide everything. Just a macro picture. What we want to see. Let's see here. Can you chart Solana meme token? What's the name of it? Been on fire for the last 2 days. Yeah, I just need the name of it. But what we want to do is we want to create a higher high, but we won't know until more time passes. You know, are we gonna roll over here, which would make this the lower high? And if we roll over, are we gonna break this low? Which, you know, that happens when we have a rollover. Then once we break this low, now we're worried. Now, in my opinion, oh, you're laughing. Now we're worried, because if we do break this low, then we have this next level we got to worry about. And then let's say it comes down, comes up, comes down again, and it breaks this low. Now we're like, oh crap, I think we're going into the bear market. And that thought process would be correct unless we bounce. You know, we find an area and we bounce, like here. You know, prices coming down, coming down, coming down. Like, oh crap. And then we bounce. We started breaking this level. We're like, okay, this is the start of a potential trend change. Sure enough, moon mission. And that's what we want to see here too. We want to see, you know, maybe come down in here, 95-ish area to maybe 91 potential. Come down and then bounce. And then now do a higher high. And when we make this higher high, everything's going to be super euphoric. And that's when we have to start selling. I know we're going to want to make more money. And that's why it's very important to be in groups that have experienced this before. You know, you may have experienced it already too. But when it comes down to this, like, you really want to have somebody in your ear. Here I am. And say, you might want to sell. You know, I'm selling, you might want to sell. You know, you don't have to sell all of it at once, but maybe 20%, and it continues going up another 20%. See, I didn't see a Road Dog stream. I missed it. I've been lost in DeFi. I did see SQT took off in my portfolio. Hey, there you go. Oh, so right now we're in shorts, and let's go ahead. Do you have any coins, guys? Do you have any coins you want to look at? Let's see here. This one, Sui. All right. So this Jay yesterday, I did a live stream earlier today. This was at 3:23 in the morning. Get out of here, Joe. You crazy? Yeah, a little bit. See here. Do you think Bitcoin is going to make down through the high volume node area? Sure, why not? Like, so here's the thing, whenever you have high volume nodes, low volume nodes, like, it's just an area where there was a lot of activity. Past tense is not future orders that could potentially bounce. It's just saying where there was a lot of orders and it might hold a resistance or support level. So let's just go do this area right here. So let's bring all this up. Let's go ahead and hide everything. So let's do this, and let's go here. Let's right click, hide this, and over here to this. And then let's hide all of our junk too. Hide this and hide this. Very clean charts. Let's go ahead and take off this just by double clicking. And let's kind of look at this range area. So using the fixed range volume profile, go from the very beginning to the very end. We have our high volume, our value area high, our value area low, and our point of control. Let's see here. Mark Dutch. Hey, I gotta be careful. Okay. Mark Dutch in the house. That's funny. Yeah. And he's a modest guy. He's a very humble guy. He's a modest and humble guy. Yeah. Bob says, don't have no money, but set alert to watch the show. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate you, man. And here to watch the show, you don't need money, man. No money required. You can ask me questions. No need to pay a mentor, you know, $99 an hour. Like, just ask me questions. Now, I'll let you know. I will let you know. Fart coin, yes, definitely. We'll check out fart coin. But yeah, so when it comes to these levels, high volume node area. So, like, what are we talking about? Let's kind of just zoom in. And you could do boxes. Like, here is a box. Let me go ahead and let me double click on here. Go style. And just kind of bring up the opacity a little bit. Okay. So like you can actually do boxes on this stuff. So this is kind of like your high volume node. Then you have another one. I used to do this a long time ago, but I don't anymore. It made my charts too messy. You have, you know, you can go from here to here as well. And so you can just do this throughout the thing, but price can go through it or find it as support resistance. Like to me, it really doesn't really matter in my opinion, because this is what already happened. Now, if you look to see on the actual chart, the price action, you can see, hey, we had stoppage here, came down, came up, came down, a nice little zone-ish kind of area. So without even looking at this, I know that this is an area that I want to watch out for. And what I would actually do, ooh man, I'm not feeling good. I think Ralph's gonna come and visit me. What I can actually do, I think I'm pregnant. Oh no, cat's out of the bag. Hold on, guys. Let's jump out to some music. If I'm not back in 10 minutes, just wait longer. I gotta talk to Ralph real quick, I think. right, I'm back. Kind of a false alarm, but I brought the trash can with me this time. I think I'm pregnant, guys. I think I'm pregnant. Oh, yeah, I'm not feeling too good. All right, moving on. Okay, going down the list. Okay, we're gonna check out Fart Coin. Fart Coin. Okay. Phil. Can Phil? No. So can Filecoin go back to all-time high? Without even looking at it, I'm gonna say no. With most of these coins, I'm gonna say no. And man, I hate saying that because, well, we all want them to go back to all-time high, but the market is so incredibly saturated that it's going to be an extremely hard time to do it. And matter of fact, me, Damien was talking about that yesterday too, where he's like, man, you're just lucky if you can go back to one of the highs on any coin, really. Except, you know, the major ones that have, you know, a lot of backing, following, everything else. Dude, I've never done that. I've wanted to, but what I would do is I'd go to the bank and I'd give them $500, and they give me all these boxes of pennies. Man, pennies are heavy. And so I'd have all these boxes of pennies, and I would go through them, and I'd look for the weak stock pennies. I felt a lot that way. But I actually bought a book. I was dumb though. I gave it to my cousin but he collects coins too. But I bought a book that had, you know, all the errors and everything, but I never really looked at it. It was more just something to have. But that's pretty cool, finding errors. Let's see here. CCM, my man. What's up, buddy? I was showing you and you were live. I would have forwarded everybody. Oh yeah, no problem, man. Oh man, I completely forgot. Dude, I completely forgot. Dang it. Yeah. My brain's not with me right now. Well, when it comes to that, at 7 o'clock, I always forget. Unless, oh, that's right, I was watching, but they didn't mention it. Because I was watching, what's his face? Crypto Billy. What's wife in the house? Okay. Yeah, it's funny. I actually did that to my CNAs. They're like, Joe, I said, hold on. I got something to do. If I'm not back in 10 minutes, just wait longer. Let's see, you're going to this. Mexican food. No, man, no Mexican food. I don't know. I'm just not feeling good. Here we got Al in the house. What's up, Al? Appreciate you, man. All right, so of course, here's me, but no camera today. Not feeling too good. All right, moving on. Yeah, so when it comes to volume, high volume nodes, all it is where there was a lot of price action. But I mean, I can just see it on the chart. Like we went up, we went down. That's why I do my zones. We went up, we went down, went up, went down. So like this kind of an area per se. So I would kind of do maybe this area. Well, I would probably do it to here because I don't want that large of an area. So I don't really want this. I mean, granted, it is lined up with this right here. I guess I can use this. So, and this is how I do my ups and my downs. So this will be my zone. And then if we do happen to do this, well, look at that. It goes right there. But this would have been tighter. So, like I don't do that. Like, because it can easily break through it. But this is an area where it might bounce. But I don't use this stuff. Because I can just see it. And let's just say that there was a lot of volume right here, but here is where we're having a lot of stop, stop, price went up, stop, price came down, stop, price went up, stop, stop, stop. So even though the majority of the volume is here, the price action's here. So this would be my box. All right, my friend, thank you so much. Yeah, definitely. I don't know, maybe I just need, no, I drink water. Maybe I have water intoxication. I don't know. No idea. Let's see here. What else on this? Anything else? I don't think so. 4-hour time frame. And as far as a point of control, this is just where there was the majority of what already happened. And do I think there's a good level of possible support? Yeah, sure do. Why? Because look, so can nobody stop? Can nobody stop? So to me, this is a nice area to hopefully, if we do come down, to hopefully find support. But do I need that? Well, if we kind of just go back to the basics from here to here, we can see that it goes, here's a 382 that I'm looking forward to for it to come down to. This will be healthy. But cold water. Yeah, I got me some cold water. Yeah, maybe my body's just, my body temperature is just too hot. Maybe that. But it's not like heat stroke kind of sickness. I don't know. And I normally don't get sick, but like I said, I already talked to Ralph earlier today, and it's like, I think I'm pregnant. Uh-oh. But so I'm thinking come down here, 382. And if not, hopefully the 0.5. So if it does go into this area, that's perfect because that aligns with the point of control. But yeah, that's my thought process. But yeah, there's so many people that I want to talk to in reference to, but I don't want to type it out because if I type it out, it'll sound rude AF. And I know for sure I'll make enemies. But what I want to say is you literally spend 15 minutes talking about what already happened, which does not help me make money right now. It's good to know what happened. I agree. But like your whole spill is, we came over here to this level and we touched this level and we went to this whatever and this whatever. It's like, okay, now you're getting to the good part. Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to watch for this level and this level. Why don't you go into like great detail on what like I could look at? Hey, Matt Young, what's up, man? Level by level, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, level by level. But yeah, all these people, man, it just is like, come on, like, I mean, you're better than that. Don't tell me what already happened, and then do like one sentence of watch this level, watch this level. Like, what do you think is gonna, possibly play out? I mean, I can be a Monday quarterback all day long, as long as it's Monday. But when it's Sunday and we're in the game, that's when we make the money. And here we were saying that there is bullish divergence, doesn't mean that it has to play out right now. Well, there was. I forgot what time frame I was looking at. But I feel that this is not right. Oh, 15 minutes, that's what it was. And we're looking for a potential bounce right in here in the golden bucket. If we do bounce, then great. If it comes down lower, we're looking at possibly bounce over the trend line, which we drew on a higher time frame from here to here, and just let it run. And so we may come down as far as low as this. Do I think we'll come down as low as this? Not really. Coming into this golden pocket is good enough, in my opinion, before potentially going up. And this is why I love drawing the path tool, is because I'm showing you my thought process. I'm not spending 15-20 minutes saying what already happened and then one sentence, watch this level, next. It's like, it's literally the weatherman telling me what happened yesterday. I don't care about the rain yesterday. I want to know, do I need to bring my umbrella today? Or should I just leave it at the house? Joe, just take it in your car. That's not the point. My point is, you know, I want to know what might happen. But all these mentors out here, they're all replay millionaires. They're all hindsight hustlers. And I'm showing you what might potentially happen. This is if we pull back to this level. Here, I'm thinking we will come up. I'm thinking we'll do this. Now, this is more of my plan A right here. This is my A and a half. Oh, actually, this is my B. I mean, it really just depends what's going to happen right here. But this is my B and a half. This down here, I really want to see a pullback. I've been wanting to see a pullback for a couple days now. This is my A. This is my B, B and a half. I want to see this level break. Even though we have bullish divergence, I don't even care about that. You know, if we go from here to here, I don't even care about, but if we go from here to here, there's no bullish divergence. It just depends on what your mentor says. For me, I treat this and this as individuals. So for me, there's no bullish divergence, but your mentor may say, oh, well, it's this, you know, collective hump and this collective hump. It's like, okay, whatever. But what I'm looking for is the break of this level, which on a higher time frame we can see just a little bit easier, 1 hour time frame. What I'm looking for is the break of this level. I want this level to break, and if it breaks, it's a short. Now the levels that I have in orange are my alerts. So here's the long alert, here's the short alert. We need a break below 105.140. The 1 hour candle must close underneath that level I just mentioned. Then we can think about shorts. Until then, we don't think about shorts. For longs, currently right now, we don't think about longs until the alert goes off first at 107.090. And then we check to see that the 1 hour candle close. So many sixes in this. I don't like it. But it is what it is. Oh no, I think last time I saw that and I said, no, thank you. There you go. I'll do it like that. Candle needs to close above 106.788. That's what we need to do. Yeah, I don't like that other number. We can just do it right here. 106.710. There you go. And when the 1 hour candle does close above that level, then we can go long. Right now, it's too risky to do either. Of course, the group and I, we are in some shorts. And speaking about that, let's go ahead and look at this stuff. Let's see here. Let's go fart coin. Fart coin. Let's go daily. Let's delete all this stuff. 13-year-olds, get out of here. All right, so I think it's ready to come up. It already came down. It came down some more, which is good. I think right now it's ready to come up. So if we choose the magnet tool, and we were actually in a long, I think we were in a long. I think we're in a long here. And then bloop, we got stopped up. I think at a loss too. So it actually came down to the 0.5. Go to here. Let me see how many people are watching. I don't even know. Hey, not bad. That's pretty sad when you look at your numbers and you might look at them like, oh man, that's horrible. And I'm like actually happy that we had that many. It's been rough. It's rough telling the truth. It's really rough. All right. So here we actually entered the trade here for a long. And then bloop, the market just turned. Oh well. We know we were breaking above the 382, which is the blue line, and starting the potential uptrend. And then once we broke this level, we were in trouble. Broke this level, Broke this level, we stopped out. Now, granted, we had our stop pretty tight though. So now it came down here and starting to come up. Let's see where's our rate tool. Go from here to, so I really don't like using this because I mean, it's pretty much straight up. The next candle or two is going to come down. You've been trading Fartcoin. Hey, there you go. Right now we kind of have a top right here. That's not what I wanted. So we do have a top here that it did break through and then it came back down. So it's trying really hard to come up. I want to say it's ready to go up. Now, again, since we trade level by level, you know, as soon as it breaks this level, we got to watch out. Breaks this level, uh-oh. You know, for this is the first uh-oh, second uh-oh, third uh-oh. So same thing with this. We don't want it. So hold down shift. And there's a straight line. We don't want it breaking this level right here. And let's go ahead and copy. We don't want it breaking this up. Breaks this level, this is our first uh-oh. And what I would do if I was gonna go long right now, I would not go long. I would actually wait till we come up. And we have another level right here. It's tough. All right, just to be safe. Safe is boring. I know. So I'm gonna go here to here. This is the zone I wanted to break out of. So what I want to do, could I go long? I could, because I have a pretty good, there's a pretty good chance that it might come up. But I would do is just set an alert right here. Set alert. I do like Fartcoin. Fartcoin has made us some really nice money in the past. So I would set an alert. And what I'm looking at, I don't want to break in this level. So this is what I would like to see. Price come down a little bit, sure, about 50% of this move. Come up, and then now do this, get rejected here. Come down, then come up and move like it does. Move to maybe here, then have a nice pullback, and then start all over again. See, there's a CME gap down to 104.400 right now. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I don't do CME gaps. Joe, there's a lot of stuff you don't do. Yeah, Timmy, it's all useless. Joe, that's rude. Well, let me drink some water and I'll explain why. All right, so let's break it down. Let's break it down. Joe, you're just a rude guy. No, I just tell the truth. So it is BTC, was it 1 exclamation point? Is that what it is? All Bitcoin futures, see me? Okay. Let's go to the daily. And you're saying 104. Where is 104? Where? 4 hour time frame? What time frame? Oh, right here? I need more info. Normally we do the daily. We're looking for CME gaps. You said 104. So right here. I don't see it. Let me know. But while you're doing that, let's go to the daily, because this is how I normally look at it on the daily. And let's go and look at this one right here. Beautiful. Now, some people, if there's a wick here and a wick here, they'll call that a gap. To me, like, it doesn't matter. But what I tend to do is go from you know, the very end of one to the very end of another one. So for me personally, this would be my gap. So we have a wick and we have a candle body. So this is my gap. Some of them, if the wick's way up here and this wick's way down here, they'll call that a gap. For me, I don't. But I mean, everybody's different. So here is our CME gap. Okay. So let's do that. Let's go replay. Let's come over here. All right. So you may say, Joe, we have a CME gap right here. Are we going to come up to fill it? I mean, we could. We can also come down here to this CME gap. So here's another CME gap. So we filled this gap. Oh yeah. Uh-oh, we got hype. Hype coming up. Oh, we got stopped out on hype. Dang it. Here's another CME gap. This CME gap was filled, but here's another one right here. So in reference to CME gaps, do I think, you know, all these traders who do the CME gap, I don't do that. Why? Well, in order to go to the CME gap, we need to break this level. And then we come up, okay, we need to break this level in order to come down here. And then we come up and then okay, we got to break this level. And then we come up and okay, we got to break this level because it's coming up, doing a pivot. Do we ever break this level? Nope. So what happens to this CME gap? Meh. Okay, no problem. Oh, here's a CME gap. Are we going to break this? Are we going to come up to this CME gap, Joe? Possible. You know, if we go up, we're going to fill it. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't want to say common sense, but it's kind of like, how can I explain this? It's like, I mean, so many examples. Okay. It's like saying, I want to eat a cooked pizza, but unless you put the pizza in the oven or cook it, you're not going to have a cooked pizza. I know that was horrible. I have pizza on my brain. I think I got to eat. I don't know, you know. But anyway, the only way this can get filled is if the price goes up. Do I think price is going to go up? Sure, probably. I don't know. Price, we could be in the bear market now and just come all the way down and maybe fill this gap now. But we come up, hey, we filled it. Awesome. Okay. Where were the other gaps at? Oh, here's a gap. Was that a gap? I don't even know. Here's a gap. Joe, do we think we're going to fill up this gap when we're here? I mean, we could. If it's a cause and effect. If we come down, we'll fill it. If we don't come down, we won't fill it. That's how I look at it. But Joe, we have all these CME gap traders who that's all they trade. Okay, well, that's fine. I don't care about that. I don't care about CME gaps. Price comes up here. Price cannot come here unless now, you know, maybe this level. Maybe if it breaks this level. Maybe if it breaks this level. Maybe if it breaks this level. And then guess what? It broke this level. Awesome. Is it going to fill it? Oh, yes, it did. Okay. Well, we had this one. Is it going to fill it? Well, if the price comes up, it will fill it. Doesn't have to. Just like it did not have to down here. This one's still here. These gaps are left to the downside when the price does not go down. Gaps are left to the upside when, let's just say, for example, price, let's get out of this. Let's say, for example, price comes up here, and here is our candle. Here is our other candle. And you're like, oh, Joe, are we going to fill this gap? Well, if we come down, sure enough, boop, we come down. We start coming down. We have this candle. We have this candle. Joe, are we going to fill this gap? Sure, if we come up. And what happens? We continue to come down. And then several years later, we come up and look, we filled the gap. So it's cause and effect. This gap will be filled if we go up. This gap will be filled if we go down. So I hope that makes sense. 32 drawings, get out of here. So that's what my thought process on CME gaps. Now, some people don't like the way I trade, and it's okay. But to me, it just makes sense. Price cannot fill this gap unless it comes down. It can continue going up. And then when it decides to come down, then as a result of it coming down, it fills the gap. Price is not coming down to fill the gap. It's pretty much the whole magnet thing all over again. You know, price does what it wants. The indicators follow it. You have the golden cross because what price did. You have the price, you know, filling the gap because price, well, came down or it went up. So hopefully that makes sense. I think we did fart coin. I think it's going to go up. That's what I think might happen. We don't want to see it break this level. So that's what I'm thinking. What else? Oh yeah, Filecoin. Let's get that one real quick. Again, some people don't like the way I do my stuff, but to me, I mean, it just makes sense. We try to overcomplicate it. We really do. But I mean, if you just think about it, there's no way we can go and fill that gap unless we go in the direction of where the gap's at. And we have level by level. So Filecoin, weekly, shoot, $11. Yeah, with all these coins, the saturation, I would be happy, like really, really happy to go up to 0.5. Ecstatic if I go to 618 or the 618. What did I miss? You missed me talking to Ralph earlier, but nothing much. Nothing much. Thank you for smashing the like, guys. You guys are the absolute best. But for Filecoin, I would, I wouldn't even shoot for this. I mean, we'd be lucky to get this. And see here, we're looking at 133%. If we go to the 382 level, 0.5, we're looking at 178%. And then the max, in my opinion, is 226. But we might only come up to here, 79%. Who knows? It's if the market wasn't so saturated. And that's, man, I was so disappointed this season. So disappointed. 50 degrees? Caliphate, man, I'm so jealous. Right now it's 85 where I'm at. Yeah, I was going to do yard work earlier, but it started raining. So early in the morning, there was a lot of that dew, that wet grass in the morning. I was like, all right, let me give it a few hours so that it can dry up. And then like 2-3 hours later, out of nowhere, you hear thunder and this sunny outside. Like, what the heck's going on? And it got dark and then it rained. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind. But yeah. But I do need to do some more yard work. But yeah, and this goes for all the coins too. Like, I don't think they're gonna go to all-time highs. And I hate saying that. We were supposed to make so much money. And I hate it. Yeah, weather has been wild. Sure has. Yeah, last night was a crazy storm too over here. It was raining pretty hard, a lot of thunder. Yeah, storms. Yeah. I like when it rains. But you know. All right, maybe I need something to eat. Maybe that's what it is. Man, I say this a lot. I miss San Antonio. I miss Mexican food. I really do. I haven't had Mexican food in a long time. The only thing, well, we have Taco Bell. There is a Mexican restaurant that reminds me of home. They have nothing but Mexicans in there. And like true Mexicans. But they don't have the homemade tortillas. That's what I missed a lot. Bitcoin is taking its time, I know. Man, I was in a long earlier and I got out. I think I got out here. So this is my plan B as far as it coming up. My plan A is it coming down. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And you know, just set alerts. You got an alert here, you got an alert here. I do want to show y'all something before I go. Let's see. Coin. Okay. So I want to show y'all this. So this is what I do in my group. So as the price, you know, we're when did we enter this? So here. Okay, so we must have entered it here. So it had already gone up. It had already gone up. Why did we enter this one? Man, we're way up here. I'm trying to think why we entered it way up here. For it to pull back. You know, because here's the level that we want to enter on. And then maybe my alert was here. I saw it. I was waiting for the pullback so we can enter. Kept on going up. And then this seems too high though. Maybe, no, we must have entered. No. We had to enter here. This is horrible. I don't know why we would enter way up here. But anyway, when we entered, I was thinking that the price was going to pull back. So we're entering just in case it takes off to the moon and then pulls back way over here. So we're entering here. And then we're looking for a potential pullback, but it ended up coming up more. Then it ended up coming down. And then here's our pullback. We're thinking it's going to come out of this box and then come back down. But the thing that I want to show is when we started losing this and Bitcoin started coming down, here we have an alert to watch for a bounce. And it didn't bounce. It didn't, because I'm looking, now we're here. I'm looking for a bounce either here or potentially here. And the alert goes off, we're watching this, it did not bounce, it came down here. And so what we're doing now is we're protecting our position. Selling half of the position if the 15-minute candle closes underneath this level. Sure enough, we close half of our position, we get stopped out. And then, of course, Bitcoin decides to turn again and it starts going up. And then it comes up here. But it could have easily come up here and then continue coming down. You know, Bitcoin could have like retraced big time at that point and then start coming down. But I just kind of wanted to show that. I'm always looking at for the group, you know, trying to reduce the risk, moving our stop losses, maybe selling half of our position if we think the market's going to turn. And this one's doing really nice. This is our trade. Dang it. Let's go 15 minutes. Let's take this stuff out. So this is the one that's doing really nice. It's our short. We had our stop loss here, then we moved it to here, then we moved it to here, then we moved it to here. And then now I got to update the group. And I was really thinking that we were going to, from here, after our first target was hit, and we have a 5 to 7x leverage on this. I was thinking it was going to come up here. That's why we have our stop loss here. But now I'm going to update the group, and now we're going to do this. So the worst that we can do if we get stopped out is about 6%, 5x leverage or 7x leverage. And then all I do is I do this, and then I update the group, and then this, and then I let them know. It's like, all right, move up your stop loss. And that way we're securing profits along the way. And now what I think might happen is this. Come up, and that'd be nice too. Go to our trend line again, come down, get to our next target, call it a day. Let me check to see what y'all are talking about. And then if you have any coins, or if you have any questions, no more coins, maybe one more. But any questions? Let's see here, going down the list, talking about weather. I love dark, cold, rainy days. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Here. Yeah, I hear a lot of birds. I heard a lot of birds today, man. A lot of birds. See here. You guys are funny. Let's see. Yeah, I've been trading the volatility. There you go. Making that money. I love it. Fartcoin has been nice. Yeah. And that's why I like Fartcoin, because it ranges and it moves. Scalping. What coins do you like? What coin was I scalping earlier? And I was trading 50x leverage. Oh, INJ. I was doing INJ 50x leverage. Yeah, I was doing INJ 50x leverage. Just because I thought it was going to come up. Y'all want to do a scalp trade? See right now. Oh yeah, Tau was doing good too. I was looking at Tau earlier. Tau. One out. So I was looking at Tau. It needs to break this level though, in order for me to enter. But Tau's looking good. I'm liking it. When the price was here, I thought it was going to come up, down to this level, then come up, and then we can enter here. But it came down to this level and then said, nope, dump. So I hope for a drop so I can grab some virtuals. Yeah, you're going to do really, Elephant, man, you're going to do so good on virtuals, I think. I think you're going to do really nice on virtuals. I'm praying for you too, for that one. Because I know you've been asking for that one. And you're the one who really like kept me up to date on virtuals, because we would be checking it. And, you know, I'd say set your levels, do your alert, blah, blah. And then I would never enter the trade because I was in other trades. And woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. It's like, man, that one did really nice. See, I started trading ADA because of all the ADA guys. Hey, there you go. And Kelefin, I am really, and I mentioned this the other, or was it this morning? You have really, like, you have improved by leaps and bounds. Like, I've never seen one of your charts. I've never seen what you do, but just your thought process, your mentality, just everything from when I first, the interactions with, you know, the first time to now, leaps and bounds different. I'm talking years different, and it's only been like a few months. So, you know, kudos to you. to here. Hey, there you go. Start a trading lounge. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see here. Do Discord together, friends. Yeah, there's so many, like everybody has their own Discord, everybody has their own Telegram. For me personally, I like Telegram because I can put different people or different groups into a folder, and then I go into that one folder and I have the 5 groups that I go to or the 10 groups that I go to. But on Telegram, you can actually put your own personal groups into its own folder, which I absolutely hate. I hate it as much as I hate Discord, because I can't put a group that's in a folder that the person created in my folder. And I know that doesn't make any sense. So let's draw it out. Joe, we don't need to draw it out. We're just having fun right now. So let's say you have a group, and this is you, and your group has, this is Telegram. Your group has a trading, this one has chat, this one has whatever. And then here's somebody else, and they have the same thing, you know, whether it's 3 different things, 5 different things, whatever. Now, what I can do is, this is me. I got my smiley face. What I can do is I can go and grab this one because I like this one, because this is like the chat, and I can make my own folder and have this inside my folder. So now you're here. And then I can get, let's say I like this one. You know, there's a lot of good chat or maybe traders or whatever. And I can put it in my folder, which now inside this folder, I have this. So whenever I want to go to a bunch of different people, I can just put them in my folder. And then in my folder, I can go and check this one, talk here. And not only that, but I can click in here. And if anybody at me, then I can see it highlighted, and it's very fast, very easy. Now, when a Telegram person has their stuff here and they have a group, and inside this group, they have a lot of different, you know, chat groups and chart call outs and everything else. Well, I cannot get what's inside their folder to put in my thing. So what I have to do is I have to get the actual whole group to put in here. So now I have this one that has all of these. So when I want to go into the one that I like, I have to click here, then find it along, you know, all the 20 groups that they have to click here. I don't like that. Now for Discord, same thing. This is all now Discord. Each person has, and for Discord, I've never seen somebody that only had like 3 or 8 groups. They got like 20, every one of them. For Discord, I would enjoy Discord if I could do the same thing, create a folder, get this chat group, put it in here, so I can go to this server and then only have that. So that's my thought process. All right, moving on. Let's here. Yeah, we're in some Discords together. Yep, very nice. Red candles. One love. See, who was that Dutch guy mentioning ICP 2 days ago? Yeah, what's it doing? ICP. Ooh, nice. So here's my thought process on ICP. I think I was saying to wait 4-hour time frame. Price was right here. We were right at the box. Then we had another box here. What I would have done, set the alert here. After the alert goes off, 8% away from the current price action. Once the alert goes off, we want to make sure that we have a 4-hour candle close above this level, and we sure do. Are we into the trade knowing, oh, hold on. This one's straight up. Okay. I'd still enter, so I'm not having to babysit it. And I would think from here, we would pull back at least 50% of this, which would put it to about here inside this next box, which is fine. And then now we do this. Now, since this is an update, we will do this one in blue. We'll make this one much thicker. If we do, we could also bounce here on top of the box. So that's another thing. Okay. Let's see here. XRP is a little bit more bullish since yesterday. The XRP has been doing stuff. See, if you had a Discord, then they would have open a section. That's it. If you had a Discord, then they could have open a section at your place. Joe, you're just stubborn. I don't get it. If you had a Discord, then they could have opened a section like my own little room. No, it doesn't. Like, it's too many rooms. Too many rooms. It's too much. Like, if you go into anyone, I guarantee it. Like, there's the trading lounge, there's a chat. I mean, y'all know. And it's way too much to keep up with. No, thank you. And then each one has, just like, for example, let me pull it up. For example, you have Piper Academy. They have a welcome section, an announcement section, a members section, and each section has like 3 things, and then you have a trading session. There's like 4 or 5 groups in there. Then you have, just so much. Tradefly, same thing, a welcome, an information, announcements, fam bam, whatever that is, trade journal, sponsors, testimonials, general chat, quad charts, whatever that is, quad strategies, whatever that is, P&L. Then you have the TA from him, the TA from Alex O Crypto. Then other people, it's like, it's too much. It's too much. I can't do it. My brain's just simple, man. Just like 3. Now, how about mine? I got a lot too. But you can create folders. And I tell people, create folders. It's just too much. Put them in folders. If you're not interested in it, you don't have to ever look at those folders. All right. So that's all I got. So let me see how many people who are watching. That way I know if I got to throw up for a certain, talk to Ralph for a certain reason or not. So wait for it. Wait. Ooh, we're killing it. We're killing it on the charts. If you haven't already, definitely smash the like. Once again, no camera today. Not feeling too well, but here I am. And there I go. I do thank you guys very much. You guys are the absolute best. 2 hours? Man, it felt like 30 minutes. But I do thank you guys very much. We will see you on the next one. And tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow is Monday. All right. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you. Let's see here. Mark says, but all those communities are growing. Then they must do something right? I mean, sure, they're growing, but it's too many rooms. Like, I like Discord for certain things, but I absolutely hate Discord because I don't remember what groups or what channels I like. I can't remember it. So, like, let's say there's a trading channel where I can post charts or look at charts or whatever, but I have to go through like 13 channels to, here's the channel that I was going in. On Telegram, I can just get that, make it a folder, and I click on that folder. I have 4 groups that have those groups in there. You know what I mean? To where it's easier. It's so much easier. Like, if you had Telegram, you would know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you need to get it because it's really easy. But that's all I got. I do thank you guys very much. And I will see you on the next one. Let's do the intro because I like the song. we'll do the intro.
We surfing markets, baby. Waves crashing hard. No crystal ball, just toss me dodging the shards. Ocean's the game, we traders riding the swell. Wait for the trading, now you have the intel.
Let's go! Markets in ocean, we waiting through the chop. Candlesticks dancing, we watching where it stops. Bull waves rising, bears pulling it back. For binocular levels, yeah, waiting to react. Fake gurus say they know what will happen only after the fact. If it was true, we'd all stack racks. Probabilities king, we playing the odds. They barnacles slowing down, new traders just off the pods. Stop loss tight, risk management is key. Successful traders learn the hard way, now have the highest degree.
You can't control the wave.
Ooh, let the waves roll, let the market flow. Wait for the trade, don't FOMO, ride the wave. Feel the ocean's momentum, we wait. Wild traders jumping quick, let it come in, the setup's true. Patience is power, now the trade breaks through. Ride the wave, watch the trend. Now we add into our dividends.
Yeah, as far as complicated, it's not complicated. It's just it's not organized, and I want to be able to organize it. It's about leveraging your time and managing your time. I don't want to click on a group and then have to, you know, scroll through all the groups or channels to get where I want to go. I want to click on it and I want to get there. But that's just me though. But I mean, if you're in Telegram and you know how to create folders, like you would understand exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, no, it's not complicated. I mean, there are things I like about Discord, but there's a lot of stuff that is like, it could be so much easier. But I do thank you guys very much. You guys are the absolute best. I love you guys so much. Thank you for spending your time with me. And we will see you on the next one. Until then, as always, let's make this money. No, not complicated like that. Just organized. Yeah. Yeah. If there was a way to organize it, man, I would love it. It doesn't have to be a million folders. Same as Telegram, I think. Yeah, I agree. Yard work before chart work. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for spending your time with me. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.